Good morning, everybody. It's Chris Evoy from the Evoy Real Estate team. I'm here with Craig from Equator Coffee, and we're going to talk about coffee, one of my favorite things. Welcome, Craig.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, nice to be here.
Yeah, I'm actually having a cup of coffee this morning. Freaking Good Coffee is one of your brands.
Yeah, Freaking Good is the top seller for us.
Is it? That's great. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Again, I like to think I'm a connoisseur. I like a good, strong, but not too strong of a cup of coffee. And obviously, you know way more than I do about coffee, so we'll get into that. But maybe at this point, are you able to tell us a little bit about your company, Equator Coffee?
Yeah, sure. We started roasting coffee in 1998 in Arnprior, and then we moved to Almonte, and now we're still here in Almonte. The aspects of our business that I think have the most importance to us are that we're a fair trade organic coffee company. My degree in school was international development, and I really wanted to connect how can we connect our life and business here in Ontario with the South. And fair trade coffee's fantastic way to do it, and there's lots to learn. I know that people think, oh yeah, everybody's got ethical coffee, but it's not all the same. And in our business, we buy directly through Co-op Coffees, which is an organization we're owner members of. It's a cooperative of coffee roasters that buy coffee directly from cooperative organizations in the South. So these are really small farmers that have organized themselves to work together, and we buy directly from them. So there's actually no middlemen involved, and it's actually a really transparent process where we can find out and know exactly how our purchase has impacted their community, and it's super positive. Yeah, it's really good.
And so which countries do you mainly source from, or is it a wide range?
It's a pretty wide range, but we use a lot of Peruvian coffee, and they have a lot of different qualities of coffee, and they've even started producing some really special lots of coffee where they're processed a little differently, so they're high quality and high speciality, and we're selling some of that too. And we have coffee from basically all over the world: Colombia, Guatemala, Ethiopia, Sumatra. We get some Congo coffee, and actually there's part of our organization in Co-op Coffees that's been supporting really, really great charity work in the Congo. And of course, the recent volcano, we were organizing some quick funds to get down there to help the farmers.
That's amazing. Yeah, and I was I'll put a link to your website on here, but I was reading through your website, and you guys support a lot of education as well, right? Is it Schoolbox? Is that
Yeah, Schoolbox has just been a fantastic organization. It started in Almonte, and they help send kids to school by providing some school supplies, and they build classrooms in Nicaragua. That it's been just such a great organization. But I'll tell you what, right now we really need to have our prayers and thoughts with Nicaragua. There's the existing government has basically shut down all opposition. There's supposed to be an election. It's a bit of a mess, and we're concerned that work that we've been doing for years might get interrupted because of the political situation. So
it's tough, eh? And I mean, you're dealing with some of these countries that are having issues, but it's still an issue that's still worthwhile doing, right? So it's so important.
It's been fantastic, and we've been able to send teams to Nicaragua from Ontario and go and build a school and meet the families and visit coffee farms. And we've built Equator's been able to build a school, and we're not talking about a big structure, right? Like these are like 2 classroom type of schools in a small community that we buy coffee from. And that for me was super rewarding to be able to sponsor that. And
Well, it's such an
definitely.
amazing thing that your business supports not only fair trade and good quality coffee that we enjoy, but it also helps support those communities that you're buying it from, right? And that's amazing. The next question I have is because your main office is in Almonte, right on Ottawa Street.
Yep.
You also have two other locations. One is at the NAC and one's Westboro. People can go get coffee there as well, and the grocery stores, I believe, right?
Yeah, we're in a lot of local grocery stores, mostly basically that we can get to, around town with our delivery vehicle. The other thing that you should know is that we have booked a location in Canada.
Oh, awesome.
So we'll have another cafe with a drive-through on Canada Avenue this year. The construction's a bit delayed because of COVID and other things, but so we have that cafe that will come online, and the NAC is closed right now, but it will reopen as they reopen. Yeah,
I think it opens Friday. Is that when they start the complete reopening phase 3, right? Excellent. So what is something people don't know about Equator Coffee? Is there anything that you want to tell people that they might not know? And it shows a lot because you just talked about some of the aspects that I think know is that, but is there anything else?
There's a couple things. I mean, there's lots of things. The thing that I'd like to say right now when you asked me that question was that our espresso is really, really good. It's partly due to this. We have an old German built a coffee roaster.
You showed me that one time when I was in the back of the building. You were showing me this. It's this giant roasting machine, right?
Yeah. Actually, I'll send a picture later. You remind me. But this old machine, they just don't build them like they used to. It's cast iron. It's really heavy. And for whatever reason, it just puts out this great espresso. Like I could try to describe the reasons, but the just the structure of the machine, the way the airflow is, and it makes great espresso. So I would say that that's something that not everybody knows. I would actually hang us out there as having one of the best espressos around. So
I'm gonna have to check that out. And so if I wanted to obviously we can go to the grocery stores to buy your coffee. Again, it's just in bags like that. You can get fresh whole bean coffee, right? And it's all fair trade. But if someone wanted to come in, I know your Almonte location, I'm not sure during COVID, I mean, things should be opening up again soon here, but you can come in there and actually sit down and have a cup of coffee. You also sell the coffee supplies too, like if someone wanted a brewing kit of some sort. Can you explain what all you do in this location in Almonte?
Yeah, so in Almonte, we actually very timely opened a drive-through. I'd been working on it a long time, and it got shut down by the town. Anyway, rejuvenated that thing, and we were able to open the drive-through just as the lockdown started. So there is a drive-through. Here you come down back behind the building and turn around in the back and come up against the building. Yeah. And there is a big tent up front as well. So we have a larger patio. And then, of course, we'll be able to open inside soon. We do have brewing devices and methods, and there's actually some videos and things, how you brew with an AeroPress or French press. There's some materials out there if you search through our website and YouTube channel. If you're looking for, instruction on methods to make coffee at home. Yeah. We did a huge improvement on our website too. And you can buy on our website, and there's a subscription option where it'll just come to your house, every 2 weeks or a month, whatever you need.
And especially in this COVID world, right? It's amazing just to have fresh coffee delivered to your door, ready to brew. And again, if no one's tried this coffee, you have to. And obviously the espresso is something that I'm going to be trying real soon. Excited about that. The next question I have is what would your clients say they love most about you and your company?
Well, I think it's that we look after them. It's consistency. We've been in business for 22 years. How long is it? Yeah, a while. So we've got
Yeah.
some of our systems and our ways of doing business and billing and all, just a consistency that is probably a little more mature than some of the startup guys,
Yeah.
and also our methods and how we, roast coffee. Those are all consistent methods. And so I think that consistency and maturity is helpful to our business clients.
Absolutely.
What I hope people say is that they enjoy the staff and they enjoy the space and the visit and they feel welcome. We've always communicated to our team that, Equator is an extension of our home for Amber and I. It's a business. Like we don't live here, but we want people to be welcome. So we hope that that's how people feel.
And you can feel that when you walk into that location, especially too. Just the atmosphere is super friendly. All of your staff are amazing. A wealth of knowledge too. I find last time I was in there, if you explain what you're kind of looking for, they know your products so well that they can kind of guide and direct you into what's going to be the best coffee experience for you, right?
Yeah, there's definitely different tastes in coffee. So feel free to ask what your preference is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. The next question I have is what is your biggest challenge within your company right now, and how are you addressing it? And I imagine it's probably with the recent COVID-19 experience, but obviously doing a drive-through has probably helped generate some more business. But
yeah, that's helped stabilize the cafe side of the business. The wholesale side is what's really been tough because a lot of our clients were local restaurants and boutique hotels and that sort of thing, and their business has dried up, and so some of our staff have they were laid off but found other work, and that restarting that and kind of it feels a little bit like we've backtracked in our internal structure, and our volume definitely in roasted coffee is down. So those are our immediate challenges, is to try to support everybody who's restarting their restaurant or cafe, and to try to get some of that volume back. And even our own staff aren't working as many hours as they were. So that's our immediate challenge.
Yeah, and I think there's light at the end of the tunnel now, and
yeah, for sure.
It's important that we do support these amazing local companies like yours, to keep you guys around, because it's an amazing product. You're supporting a lot of families, and again, it's the product is amazing, and it's once people learn how it's sourced and all that's involved, and all the schools that you're building and supporting, and I think it's an important aspect to note, especially in local businesses that are doing so much for their community, as well as communities outside of our known area, right, in these third world countries. Next question I have for you, Craig, is what are your goals for your company? What do you plan in the future?
Yeah, I think we'd like to open a couple more cafes. Those I become very selective in. We're actually presented with more opportunities than we take, because it's kind of hard to make a cafe profitable. So we really need conditions and opportunities that we're really excited about. What we really love is a neighborhood cafe where we're kind of part of that community where the cafe is. And so we're looking for those opportunities. The other one is online. We've put a lot of effort into our website. We've actually also kind of duplicated our website as a wholesale website. So we haven't had this functionality before where someone could order, basically a company, a restaurant could order off of their smartphone. And that's, I think a good progression. It's something that's needed and will help us keep that wholesale client that, they're often young people that are managers of cafes and stuff. So they can just punch out an order quick and not have to call in or to speak to somebody. Or an email can be a back and forth thing too sometimes. So we're looking forward to that. So we put a lot of effort into kind of making those processes really friendly for the customer.
It's important in this new world we live in to be able to pivot, right, and make those adjustments. And that's amazing that you guys have been able to do that and take the time to create those those easy access points for your customers, right? Whether it be wholesale or if I just want coffee delivered to my door. We're getting used to seeing delivery guys on our front doorsteps every day. So I'm glad you guys are partaking in that business. The last question I have for you, Craig, is there anything that you would like existing or new clients to know about Equator Coffee?
Well, I would say that still a lot of coffee drinkers don't know the value of a freshly roasted product, and freshly brewed and freshly roasted aren't the same thing. Coffee is actually, it's a much smoother, sweeter, and pleasant product, and especially for people who find coffee might upset their stomach when it's freshly roasted. So in our definition of fresh is pretty extreme, right? Like we roast and deliver coffee every week as a company, and so that means the cafes are getting resupplied weekly. If your coffee, there's always a bit of turnover in retail, so but if you're getting your coffee within 30 days and consuming it within 30 days of its roasted date, you're going to have a better experience with the coffee. So that's a simple one, but it's big, because like people buying stale coffee and wondering why my stomach hurts. It's because those oils in the coffee that you're extracting with hot water can be kind of rancid if it's really old.
If its shelf life is expired, and
that's the thing. Shelf life on coffee is safe to drink for a year.
Okay. So
that's not a good indicator. You need the roasted on date, and if you don't have it, it's because it's a commercial product that they have the year due date on.
Yeah, well, good to know. I mean, those are things I had no idea, and I'm sure a lot of people don't know that there's within 30 days of purchasing your coffee. And at that point, it could be, as long as you're buying fresh coffee, it should be taste better, right? Too, right? And as well as it won't affect your stomach.
Yeah. Oh, it tastes a lot better. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, listen, thank you so much, Craig, for your time. And again, I'm going to be stopping in, picking up some more fresh coffee. I'll check out your website. Again, there'll be a link on this video for it. And wish you all the best.
Yeah, you too, Chris. Thanks for your help in business and this interview. Thanks very much.
No problem.